Cracking YouTube back at it again with another reaction video to the latest Fox News Sunday interview with President Donald Trump. So yeah, we gonna react to it. This is a short version of the video. I think the interview was like 40 minutes long. You guys should go look at the whole interview if you want to sit down and look at it. I'm just doing a quick reaction. And like I just said before in the previous video, man, hit that like, subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Like I said, I'm trying to grow my channel. So hey, why don't you guys grow with me? Young African American doing these reaction channels to these politics. I'm just trying to show people a different side of reactions in general. I'm trying to stay in my lane. So look, help me stay in my lane. And y'all get behind me, push me to the top. And hopefully y'all can do that. So enough of me talking. Let's get to this reaction. Donald Trump, latest interview.
European Union.
They don't test. They don't test like we test.
Is it possible that they don't have the virus as badly as we do?
No, it's possible that they don't test. That's what's possible.
Testing. We talking about testing. We ain't talking about COVID-19. We talking about testing. Shout out to AI, for you people who get that little joke, because they talking about testing. But we ain't really talking about, COVID-19. What's really going on is really breaking down the economy, I know people dying, but the economy dying, and if the economy die, a lot more people will die. That's just real, and not just die of you can't breathe. They're gonna be dying because people are just humans are. We naturally animals. We are animals, so we don't want to see the economy, get destroyed. So open back up the schools, the businesses, all that. Kids need to go to school 5 days a week. And that's one of the points I think I do agree with Trump on. Kids should be at school again, And if you got grandparents around, my kids' grandparents are around, they stay in another state. But if you got grandparents around, just try to be cautious, and, wear the mask, So, but I'm with Trump on that, Kids been out of school since March. We pulling up on August now. Hey, they need to go to school 5 days a week.
We find cases, and many of those cases heal automatically. We're finding, in a way, we're creating trouble.
A lot of people say this is because we don't have a national plan. You talk about states. We don't have a national plan. Do you take responsibility for that?
Look, I take responsibility always for everything because it's ultimately my job too. I have to get everybody in line. Some governors have done well, some governors have done poorly. But we have more tests by far than any country in the world.
But sir, testing is up 37%.
Well, that's good.
I understand. Cases are up 194%. It isn't just that testing has gone up, it's that the virus has spread. The positivity rate has increased. The virus is worse than it was.
Many of those cases are young people that would heal in a day. They have the sniffles, and we put it down as a test. The coronavirus, I think that at some point that's going to sort of just disappear, I hope. I'll be right eventually. Say this, schools have to open, young people have to go to...
I think Trump just said, because this is a shorter version, I saw a little bit of it. He'll be right eventually. That's like me about the coronavirus just going away. That's like me saying the sun not going to come up one day. I don't know the exact day when that's going to be possible, but it'd be asinine of me to say that it's going to really happen, So whether it's 1 million years from now or 2 million, it's probably going to happen one day, but I just can't say, I'm going to be right when it does happen. So Trump, don't really say that, man, because it's not going to go away. We're going to have to get a vaccine, and it's got to get a cure for it. So
to school, and there's problems when you don't go to school too, and the's going to be a funding problem because we're not going to fund when they don't open their schools. We're not going to fund them.
What the federal government gives is 8%.
10%, and you know what? That's a lot of money.
And you're going to take them. You know where the money goes? It goes overwhelmingly to disadvantaged kids and children with disabilities.
Let the schools.
Why wouldn't you send more money so the schools would be safer?
Let the schools open.
And will you consider a national mandate that people need to wear masks?
No, I want people to have a certain freedom, and I don't believe in that, no. And I don't agree with the statement that if everybody wear a mask, everything disappears.
Is the Confederate flag offensive?
It depends on who you're talking about, when you're talking about. When people proudly had their Confederate flags, they're not talking about racism. They love their flag. It represents the South. It's freedom of speech.
So, I don't like that answer at all. Confederate flag is racist. I mean, if one side was the Union and the other side was the Confederates, right? I just said this last time in my last reaction video to Kanye West. Harry tell me they didn't free the slaves, they just went to work for other white people. That's a true statement. The Confederates were the slave owners. The Union were they wanted to be free or whatever, right? The Union. So when the Confederates lost, if they was the slave owners, that was their flag. Of course, the flag is racist or it's demeaning towards black people. But people can fly their flag as freedom of speech as long as they're not saying nothing disrespectful to you. I don't really care nothing about a flag. So keep flying your flag, do what you got to do. But you can't say that that doesn't symbolize racism, because we can say he said you got to, depends where you're talking to or who are you talking to or what time are you talking about. We could say that the Jim Crow laws ever exist. White people during the 20th century, early 20th century, 1920s or whatever, 1865 on up to 1965, we just give it 100 years. They would say, no, the Jim Crow laws never existed, because that's their point of view. That's why I'm giving you my reaction. Jay got it the hard way reaction, So, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hey, push me up to 1,000 subscribers, because everybody has a point of view. You can't sit there and tell me one of no Jim Crow laws. Yeah, it's a black person, was it? They're going to say, yeah, if I showed them I could read, or I didn't do this, I didn't do that, they was going to try to hang my family. Look at Black Wall Street, like I said, I ain't going to make this a history class. Look all the information up, So this is my Trump reaction. So let's get back to it.
So you're not offended by it?
Well, I'm not offended either by Black Lives Matter. That's freedom of speech.
Now, Black Lives Matter flag, it wasn't in a war. It's just a flag. It's just a symbol flag that people made.
The whole thing with cancel culture, we can't cancel our whole history.
You said our children are taught in school to hate our country. Where do you see that?
I just look at school. I watch, I read. Look at the stuff. Now they want to change 1492. Columbus discovered America. We grew up, you grew up, we all did. That's what we learned. Now they want to make it the 1619 project.
Now, 1492, Christopher Columbus did sail from Spain or whatever and discovered the Americas. First he went to South America. But, I can't believe they still teach this in school, because it's, I didn't really find out until I was in my 20s, so, yeah. But my son, my oldest son, he came from 4th grade, I think it was 3rd grade maybe. I said, they teach you about Christopher Columbus? So, look, Christopher Columbus did not discover America. America was already here. It already was established land. It probably wasn't established for the European race, but it was established for the Native Americans, some of the Africans that came over during the early 1000 BC or something like that. They got statues down there in South America all over the place of statue heads of Africans. So Trump, we get more information. This is the information age. Like I said in the video before, I've been watching YouTube since 06. 06, a lot of information came out, 07, 08, 09. Information has been coming out on the unicorn, which is the unicorn is the internet. So because it gives everybody access to information. And Trump, if you don't know, that's what they want you to believe. 1492, Christopher Columbus discovered. No, he sailed to America. He didn't just sail blindly. He didn't just sail west and say, if we fall off the earth, we'll all die. No, they knew it was something over here. And also, it's a natural current that take you from the west coast of Africa on to South America, thinking of like the islands down there. It's a natural current. Look at your globe. People used to have a globe now. A lot of people don't have it anymore. But yeah, it tells you the trajectory of the currents, and it'll take you right there to the from the west coast of Africa to the South Americas. So, if you guys agree, or disagree, it doesn't really matter. But Christopher Columbus did sail in 1492. I would agree with that, but he didn't discover America because America already been discovered. even if you go back in ancient times where people used to sail in their boats. So don't think 1492 was technology advanced or something like that. They had more technology in 2000 BC, like I said, 3000 BC, where they built the ancient pyramids and different things like that. And also, if you watch the History Channel, you'll know that the Mayan pyramid and the Egyptian pyramids is made on the same longitude. Now, how did that happen? So like I said, I ain't gonna make this no history class, but look, it's information, man. So look, you got to go look up the information and get it yourself. I can, I'm just reacting to this and giving you my honest opinion. So you get me your honest opinion when you make that comment, hit that like or that subscribe button.
Where did that come from? What does it represent? I don't even know. So
slavery.
That's
Slavery.
what they're saying, but they don't even know. They just want to make a change. And Biden wants to fund it.
Sir, he does not.
Look, he signed a charter with Bernie Sanders. I will get that one, just like I was right on the mortality rate. Did you read the charter that he agreed to?
It says nothing about defunding the
police.
police.
Really? It says abolish. It says fund. Let's go.
All right.
Get me the charter.
And I don't agree with defunding police. The police is to help people out. Like I said, I think in a video before the other one, when you're in trouble, hey, if you get caught slipping in the wrong neighborhood, they got that gun in your head, what you gonna do? You got to call the police. You know why? Because your insurance company, they want a police report. So, come on now, man.
All right, I understand. We still have more than 100 days to this election, but at this point, you're losing.
First of all, I'm not losing because those are fake polls. They were fake in 2016, and now they're even more
fake news.
Pre-existing conditions will always be taken care of by me and Republicans, 100%.
But you've been in office 3.5 years. You don't have a plan.
Well, we haven't had. Excuse me. You heard me yesterday. We're signing a health care plan within 2 weeks. A full and complete health care plan that the Supreme Court decision on DACA gave me the right to do. So we're going to sign an immigration plan, a health care plan, and various other plans.
How will you regard your years as President of the United States?
I think I was very unfairly treated. From before I even won, I was under investigation by a bunch of thieves, crooks. It was.
We got back with another Trump interview, the fast, strange moments from Trump's Fox News interview. So this is a different one from the one before. So yeah, I just carried on because this is pretty interesting as well. So let's see what he guys to say. Same interview.
Don't wear a mask. All of a sudden, everybody's got to wear a mask. And as you know, masks cause problems too. With that being said, I'm a believer in masks. I think masks are good. But
now, look up the information yourself. They do say masks cause problems because you're not exhaling your carbon monoxide, and so you're getting some of that back into your system. Can make you sleepy, drowsy at work, different things like that.
But I leave it up to the governors. Many of the governors are changing. They're more mask into. They like the concept of masks. I tell you what, let's take a test. Let's take a test right now. Let's go down. Joe and I will take a test. Let him take the same test that I took.
Incidentally, I took the test too when I heard that you passed it.
Yeah, how did you do it?
Well, it's not the hardest test.
No, but
there's a picture and it says, what's that? And it's an elephant.
No. You see, that's all misrepresentation.
Well, that's what it was on the web.
It's all misrepresentation. Because, yes, the first few questions are easy, but I'll bet you couldn't even answer the last.
Hey, I kind of don't like how Chris Wallace trying to clown the president of the United States. Even if you don't agree with him, you got to show some respect. He's at least that's what I got on the web. Can't believe everything you see on the internet. So if he didn't really take the test, he shouldn't really comment about it. So I'm a fair guy.
Questions. I'll bet you couldn't. They get very hard. I think we have one of the lowest mortality rates in the world. We're going to take a look.
We had 900 deaths on a single day.
We will take a look.
This week.
Ready?
You can check it out.
Could you please get me the mortality rate?
Yeah.
Kaylee's right here. I heard we have one of the lowest, maybe the lowest mortality rate anywhere in the world. You have the numbers, please? Because I heard we had the best mortality rate.
The case rate of similarly situated countries, as Dr. Burke points out, and this is
number one low mortality rate.
Can you understand why?
So Trump just made a valid point. Number one low mortality rate. So shut Chris Wallace up.
Blacks would be angry at that.
Of course I do. Of course I do. Many whites are killed also. You have to say that. I mean, many whites are killed. I hate the sound, but this is going on for decades. This is going on for a long time.
So I hate when people say that many more whites are killed than black people by the police. So we gotta, boys and girls, we going back to school again, 8th grade. Not 8th grade, but we'll say, when you take your first stats class? Sophomore year, I believe. Yeah, sophomore year probably. So we're going back to stats, statistician, okay? Are you a statistician? So if I got 1 million people, right? We're going to say 1 million white Americans, right? And we're going to say we got 300,000 black Americans, right? So look, if 30,000 black Americans get killed, that's 10% of that population, right? Because we had 300,000, right? So if 50,000 white Americans get killed, that's only 5% of their population. But of course, 50,000 is way higher than 30,000. So maybe the number may be higher, but the stats compared to the overall population is much higher on the black side than it is on the white side. So that's a little stats class for you boys and girls, you know. And that's how simple it is. So I hate when people try to use that argument. Oh, more whites are killed than blacks. Look at the percentage, man. It's that simple.
All of these forts that have been named that way for a long time, decades and decades.
But the military says they're for this.
Excuse me. I don't care what the military says. I'm supposed to make the decision. We won world wars out of these military bases. No, I'm not going to go changing them. I'm not going to go changing them. I might. Yeah, I might.
Oh, excuse me. So, like I said in another video, I don't know if I probably did say it. People tearing down these statues, these flags, these names of the Fort Bragg, or I don't know. All that stuff is really irrelevant. I'm talking about jobs, the economy, bringing jobs back to America. That's what we need to be talking about. You know, forget all that tearing down stuff. All that racial stuff been already right there for hundreds of years. They passed the 1965 Civil Rights Act. Was that for only black people? I don't think so. You know, I don't think it's been a plan for only black people. So, you know, or any legislation passed. You know, so we go get past that, and if you guys want to tear down statues and do other things, I'll probably make a review about that next up, I guess. You know, so this one's a little bit too long. So, hey, hit that like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And let me know how I did on this Trump reaction, you know, to the latest Fox News interview. And I'm out.